इंडिया सेज फ्रेंड्स वर्ल्ड टीवी एंड रेडियो बॉलीवुड बीट्स पे आप सबका स्वागत। आज आई एम सो एक्साइटेड, आई एम विद प्रकाश जी। जी हाँ, मास्टर शेफ प्रकाश जी। प्रकाश जी, सबसे पहले स्टूडियो में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत।
जी हाँ, बुला और सबके राम राम जी और नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, अस्सलाम वालेकुम और गुड डे to all our viewers.
Definitely, friends, we can say it is a good day as an Australian slang, and I just want to congratulate you, Prakash ji, first of all, for just you finish our big project with the Prime Minister of Fiji.
Yeah, that was a huge project for us because saving the Prime Minister, was a huge honor for us because we welcome him to our homeland and to our, Aussie land, because our homeland is still Fiji,
yeah.
Because that's our motherland. And anybody coming to Australia, we most welcome them with, preparing a nice food and all those things for them, because that's what our parents teach us, The food is the main ingredient to welcome anybody.
We must say we feel very proud when you are serving the head of the country. That is a big thing for us as well, and we want to congratulate for that. And now more big thing from a world class, from all over the world, 4 judges are going, and you are one judge of Fiji competition. Where is a Fiji chef of the year is coming from that competition. Young chef of the year is coming from that competition. Pastry chef of the year is coming from that competition.
Definitely.
And cultural and heritage chef of the year is coming from that competition. Friends, we want to know what is exactly coming up in that competition in Fiji.
So what it is coming in is, Fiji, the main source of income in Fiji is tourism. And then the rest of the world, when we do competitions, and the first thing we have to do is win the competitions against if you want to go to the world stage, you have to win against like Oceania to go to the world stage. This competition was dominated by Australia and New Zealand, for example. Dominated,
Okay.
for donkeys of years. And now we come to a certain stage that we have, what we did 2 years ago. We brought in my coach from Chile. The Chile team won 4 gold medals in the culinary Olympics. Right? Normally, our culinary Olympics is in Europe. So they won in Hamburg. So they won 4 gold medals. So I rang them up to be my coach. And then, I thought of Fiji. Why don't I help them out? So I hired a kitchen here, to train the Fiji chefs to come to that standard. This is 2 years ago I'm talking about. And then, last year, the Fiji team in Australia won the restaurant challenge.
Okay.
Against Australia, New Zealand, all the Oceania, plus there was a European team in here competing. So from where we are to a small country with 950 population, and exactly the same thing when I went in Switzerland in the Culinary Excellence Challenge and won in Switzerland, they were surprised, how come you guys have won this? Your population is 950,000 people and you're representing Australia and Fiji and winning this competition. It also because we train with French, German, Swiss, all the Europeans.
Okay.
Before in Fiji, these expatriates used to come to Fiji because Fiji had, beautiful islands, as you know, and everything is nice and fresh. There's no much pollution because the sea, if you walk into the sea, it's nice and blue.
Yes.
Not brown.
Yeah.
If you go to other countries, any of the Asian countries, 2 hours after the land, you can see the blue.
Yes.
But here in Fiji, it's blue right there in front of you.
I must say that Fiji is like a totally tourism country. It depends on the tourism, and so food is really important. And you are helping lot of people, lot of community in raising the standard of the food. And especially we are talking about this competition. How many people are attending this and how many people are participating in this, and how, if people want to participate, can it, or this is for next year?
So we've got all this, all our criteria and all those things. What we have to do is, first thing is, we want to have a world standard. When you have a world standard of judges, for example, for the criteria to be set up as world standard, we have to report to the world chefs after the competition.
Yes.
How did the competition and everything, and we've got a judge to monitor, chairman of judges, to make sure that we do everything right. And the other thing we're doing is, last year we went down to do the same competition. We were building the team up. Now we have built the team up to take 4, of us, our world chef judges. And first time in history that Fiji is endorsed by the world chefs for this competition.
Wow.
This is the first time in history.
First time, it is like a big achievement.
Yeah. And then the other thing we happen is, the world chefs run the Oceania culinary, which was in Rarotonga, Cook Islands, just 1 week ago. And Fiji won 3 gold medals in this.
Oh, wow.
They won in the pastry section, they won in the vegan section, and then they won in another criteria. So Australia won 2 gold medals, Young Chef of the Year, but Fiji won, Oceania Chef of the Year with Australia, plus, they have achieved 3 gold medals. So for them to achieve 3 gold medals, and last year to achieve the restaurant challenge, we are just climbing up. And this is the reason why it is very important for us to run this competition. The reason being is, this time of the year, we're gonna run our master class on culinary competitions. What we're gonna be doing is, there's 2 catering schools, which is, the Fiji National, Fiji University, where our competition gonna be in Nadi, in Namaka Nadi, and then there's another polytechnic, technical school, where Pacific Polytechnic, which is a catering school in Singapore, they just open up. So we're gonna go down on 24th, and we're gonna be running a master class, and then going through the criteria, going through everything. And if it is through all the catering mentors, to all the students, through all the chefs, and anybody can take part, home cooks can take part in it, how we run, because this is to encourage and show them how the competition is, and part of is mentoring and developing them to compete, because some of these chefs are scared of competition.
That's I want to ask, Prakash,
Yes.
in this, especially in this competition, is only Fiji chefs can participate, or other people can also
Because this is Fiji Chef of the Year,
Okay.
Fiji Young
So
Chef
that
of the
is
Year.
the important.
Fiji Young Chef of the Year and Fiji Pastry Chef of the Year. This is the first time a lot of countries are with the world chefs. They're doing the culture and heritage competition. We don't want to forget our culture, our grandmother's cooking and our mom's cooking and all those things. Because to promote Fiji, we want to use our local ingredients, our local products, and promote our kind of cuisine. Not only rely on Western cuisine.
Definitely, you're right.
So this is the idea of having this competition, because then we want, the chefs who are watching us in the competition can use this similar, dishes to do, promote in the hotels that we are, promoting our culture and keeping our local farmers, our fishermen, our local community happy. Because if we buy from them and do the menus according to them, then we can, Fiji is predicting 1.5 million tourists coming. Fiji's population is only 850,000.
Yes.
So, and our major airline, Fiji Airways, they're booming. They're going all over the world. So people coming in, we want to promote our culture, our heritage, and that's
And tourism.
And unless you do competitions, unless you show the chef how it is done, why it is done, because we don't want, you can use the same ingredients, but do it present it, that it's presentable. Because now the competition is 50%, there's 100%, 100 points, right?
Yes.
50% of the mark is your taste.
Yes.
Yeah? That's 50% is that.
50% is a big number of changing the difference.
Yeah. So, flavor and taste. And then if you are marinating for fish, for example, our moms used to, marinate it with some salt and some turmeric.
Yeah.
All right. Because then, if fish is too much smell, you can cut down on it. You use the same concept and same, method our grandmothers and our mothers used to use.
Fiji Chef of the Year is a big recognition,
Yes.
big name, and now this competition is going to held, and we congratulate you again. This year you are the judge in the panel.
We've got 4 judges. The 4 of our judges is all world class. They've been all over the world. They've been judging all the world, because the part of criteria to have world chefs endorsed competition, you have to have 4 judges like from the world chefs.
Yes.
For example, we are now we're just putting it together to be that big, but our chairman of judges, he's got nearly 60 years in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah? This is his last year, and I call him my guru, which is Michael. He's from Adelaide. The next, the other judge is Chef Peter, who's our chairman of our heritage and cultural in the World Chefs. And in the World Chefs, I'm part of the committee of the Culture and Heritage Committee. Because if this competition, the chefs who win, they'll come down and do the restaurant challenge in May in Australia, and with the Culture and Heritage Challenge too. And then we want to move this one in the World Chefs, where the countries can take part, who win, take part in the World Chefs Committee, including our culture and heritage. And at the same time, I'm taking some videos to share with 10 million viewers on what our culture and heritage in Fiji is, because it's the native Fijians and us who were brought in from India. But we are all Fijians.
Yes.
But we follow our grandmothers and cooking, and we all blend it together, and that is what Fiji is.
Prakash, we just want to give best wishes to this competition where you are going to Fiji now. So this competition, and what do you want to say, the message to everyone who loves to make cooking but they don't know how to do that things, and people want to know about how to go up level.
You follow us, anything we do, any competitions we do, we always put on the videos. You go through our channels, World Chefs or Australian Culinary Federation or Fiji Chefs, the videos is there. And the Fiji chefs and Australian Culinary Chefs did the Oceania tournament, Global Culinary Challenge. And all the videos are uploaded in our Fiji Chefs and Australian Culinary Federation. You can always watch what these chefs are doing and watch and learn. It's like me, I'm still learning. You never stop learning in cooking.
Yeah.
And the other idea of doing competitions and taking chefs overseas to compete is you can see the latest trend. It's like a car coming in the market all the time, new shape and all the
Petrol,
things.
diesel, now electronic.
Yeah, now it's electric, for example. Exactly same is the cooking, and you have to be on top of the world on what is the trend in the market. Otherwise, you fall backwards. And the tourists going all over the world.
Yes.
They can see. And then otherwise we'll fall backwards, and then they'll go somewhere else.
Yes.
So everybody eats, right? Everybody eats.
And we can say everybody's the place of the heart is by mouth.
Mouth. Yeah. Without eating, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Till you leave, you have to eat. So we want our chef to lift their standards up and encourage. If you first time you are entering the competition, that's why we are there. I'm there, a week before to help and support them. And I already put on my messenger saying anybody can message us and we will guide them. You know, now we've got conference call. Now we've got, before we didn't have all these things, right?
Yes.
Now we
Now
can,
things are easy.
yeah, like the way we are
level.
doing this one in front of the, you know, and everybody can watch us.
Yes.
And same thing, we can do a conference call, and you can you show me what you are doing, and I will guide you what you have to do to make it up to the standard of the competition standard.
No, you are right, and we want to wish you from Friends World TV, Indus Age and Radio Bollywood Beats and all Aussie people or Indian Aussie and every team member of the community for best wishes for this competition which is going to happen in Fiji. And so that's we just want when it will become, we will talk with you guys with who will be win this title. We will talk about with them as well.
Once we are back, and the other thing is, I am very thankful for the Fiji Chefs President Prakash Kumar, who is the executive chef of Sheraton Hotel, and his team, Munish, the secretary, and then the culinary director Mohammad Farouk, you know, all of Abinas and you know, Vikas, and all the team who are working very hard to make this one successful. And on top of that, you know, I'm thankful for the World Chefs President Andy, who's an Aussie,
Yeah.
and Dr. Rick Stevens, who used to be an executive chef with me. He used to be in Brisbane with the Emirates and Aramco.
Yeah.
I used to be in Sydney running the biggest kitchen, and that's our relationship. So now this is the first time in history, you know, in the World Chefs, the president and vice president is Australian.
Oh wow.
Can you believe this? You know, it used to be all dominated by Europe.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we are very active, and we want to, you know, move this forward. And the other thing is that the three judges come, you know, they came. Chef Peter comes from Perth, so he has to fly 4 or 5 hours to Sydney. So we've got Michael, who's the chairman of judges, who's our guru. He's about 80 years old, but this is the last time he's going to Fiji with us, because he's very smart in judging. You know, he can see from far away if something the chefs are doing wrong, and straight away he picks it up and tells us. So we have our own boss too as judge. So we have to, you know, answer to him why we have cut points on this person. And then after judging, we explain to the competitors, this is where you have done wrong, and this is where we have taken your points off, for them to improve on the next one.
Next level.
Yeah, because sometimes you
don't know that's where I am wrong.
Yeah, and the chef of the year is, for example, you've got to do an entree with fish.
Yes.
The main course has to be lamb, and then you've got the dessert, and you've got 3 hours, one person, to do these 3 dishes. And like your restaurant service, the entree serves first, and then you've got the main meal, and then we've got the dessert. And then if the plate has to be hot, the plate has to be hot, because we check all those things to make sure that these things are, and the time, you have to make sure that everything, because there's a lot of work behind the scenes, whoever is competing, going through. You know, we used to do the same competitions all day, all night. We used to just to take part in the competition.
That's really great, and we will talk with you, Prakashji, when you will back from Fiji to here, and then we will talk about with all the winners. And we are so excited, and we want to wish you best wishes for this competition, and we feel very proud that you are going to raise the level of this time and first time in history as well.
Yeah. And then thank you for the Fiji government who's supporting and helping, and you know, with Fiji Airways and all those things, and all the sponsors. Even a small sponsor means a lot to us.
Yes.
Because without the sponsors, as you know, you can't do nothing.
Yes.
You know, and whoever wants to come on board to sponsor for the future of our culinary in Fiji, please come on board and support us.
Thank you, Prakash.
No problem.